I think Paul Sheldon might be in some kind of trouble.
You mean Paul Sheldon, the writer?
Misery, directed by Rob Reiner and based on Stephen King's novel, is a tense and thrilling psychological horror film that delivers an unforgettable story about obsession, control, and survival. The movie stars James Caan as author Paul Sheldon and Kathy Bates in an Oscar-winning performance as his #1 fan, Annie Wilkes. Bates's portrayal of Annie is both terrifying and nuanced, capturing the disturbing blend of warmth, volatility, and madness that defines her character.
My name is Annie Wilkes. I'm a nurse. You're gonna be okay. As soon as the road's open, I'll take you to a hospital.
The story begins with Paul Sheldon, a successful author of a popular romance series, getting into a car accident during a snowstorm. He's rescued by Annie, a seemingly kind-hearted nurse who brings him to her isolated home to recover. But it soon becomes clear that Annie's affection for Paul's work goes far beyond admiration. When she discovers he's killed off her beloved character in his latest manuscript, her true nature emerges, and Paul becomes her captive in a harrowing game of psychological and physical torment.
Guess it was kind of a miracle you finding me.
Lucky for me, too. Now you're alive. And you can write more books.
One of the most striking elements of Misery is how it builds suspense through isolation and confinement. Much of the movie takes place in Annie's secluded house, intensifying the claustrophobic atmosphere and forcing the viewer to feel Paul's sense of entrapment. Reiner keeps the tension high, with moments that make you dread what Annie might do next. The hobbling scene, in particular, is one of the most memorable in horror cinema. The horror here isn't just in the graphic violence but in the slow, inevitable way it unfolds, capturing both Annie's twisted devotion and Paul's utter helplessness.
I asked God about you. And God said, show him the way.
Show me the way. I really value your criticism. But maybe we're being a little hasty here.
Bates's performance is the heart of the film, transforming Annie into a character as terrifying as any supernatural villain. She's unpredictable, one moment sweet and nurturing, and the next filled with an intense, violent rage. This unpredictability is what makes Annie so frightening. You can never quite anticipate her next move. Caan also delivers a strong, understated performance, using restraint to portray Paul's fear and desperation, often communicating through glances and physical reactions as he tries to plot his escape. The film explores themes of obsession, the blurred line between fan and creator, and the danger of dependency. It's a story about being trapped by someone else's expectations and the loss of control, especially relevant in the context of celebrity and fandom. Ultimately, Misery is a masterclass in psychological horror. Rob Reiner's direction and the tightly paced script capture King's story with intensity and focus, grounding the horror in very human fears. With Bates's unforgettable performance and a gripping story that keeps you on edge, Misery is a standout in the horror genre, offering a chilling look at how a fan's love can turn into a terrifying prison.
You've been out of your room. Is this what you're looking for? It's not gonna hurt forever, Paul. I promise you.
Hey, please!